don't know where to start off because it's like my actual first video, like actually, like just speaking to the camera, and I'm not used to this at all. I've never done this ever in my life, never. This is just part of the experiment. So I thought, so I'm just gonna speak what's on my mind and stuff, to the camera, which, like I said, I don't have any experience with this, so I'm gonna try my best to project my actual self, how I am in real life and everything, and to the cameras. Like I can actually, conversate fully. I can't speak, um, but so yeah, I just wanted to just start speaking about like things that have been on my mind recently that's been bothering me, I guess. Not kind of like a therapy session to my camera, which is what it sounds like, but more so like just to get through my head. Because I feel like if I speak it, then like it's just gonna I'm gonna be able to like process it better. Because like I have people to talk about it too and stuff like that. But if it's I can't don't feel comfortable just saying everything because I feel like no one will really understand the situation. So I need to just speak it fully to the camera. Other people have their own problems and it's not no full attention, and I need to speak it to the camera. That's the only thing I really need to try to do. So what I wanted to first start out about talking about was basically like, so okay, I'm pretty young. I'm a freshman in high school. Um, I currently am taking Algebra 2, Honors Algebra 2 as my math class. This is what the whole about. This is about like math and stuff, about education, math, and everything. What I want to do in the future. But so I'm currently taking Algebra 2, like as my math class, and I originally was in on level. So like in eighth grade, I did Algebra 1, and I was supposed to do a geometry, like honors geometry in ninth grade, but I took honors geometry over the summer so I could take honors algebra 2 in ninth grade because I wanted to go into this program in my high school where basically you have like different pathways, and I chose the engineering pathway. So you can get an associate's in engineering. So you basically take MC like you take what's it called, like the college that's connected to Montgomery College. Like you take college classes in it. So so that's the reason why I did that. And so a lot of my teachers didn't recommend it for me because I, they didn't really see much like potential in me, and like they were saying it's too much. You're not gonna learn new. You're gonna do bad in algebra 2. It's not gonna be good. But I wanted to do the thing because especially during that time I was during eighth grade I was in a really low point in my life, and I wanted to feel like good about myself. you know I wanted to try, and I because like that is when I started really studying hard and really like started seeing more of a future and really getting into what I love, which is engineering, which is science, math, all that stuff. It's like, and so from there I was like, you know what, I'm not going to listen to them. I'm just going to do it. It's my choice. They don't control my life. So my parents, of course, were perfectly happy with it. They were happy seeing me trying to better myself, and they loved it. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I did it, and I succeeded. I was able to pass honors geometry with all A's, and for the first semester class, second semester class, and then I went on to algebra two, honors algebra two in ninth grade, which is right now currently, which is towards the end of the school year. But yeah, so um, I so my experience with this class recently has not been that bad actually. I feel like I've gotten a B the first quarter, like just a standard B. Second quarter I got an A, and then third quarter I also got an A. Excuse me. And this quarter, which is the fourth quarter, I don't have an A. I'm on my way to a low B. I'm on my way down, and that's what I'm kind of thinking about. And it's been really with my self esteem because I feel like I I I, I feel like all my life it's been like I'm like competent in math. Like I'm okay at math. I'm not bad at math. Like I can definitely understand the material and do work on it. But when it comes to the test, it's so bad. It's like immediately when I go on the test, I don't understand anything that's on the test, like at all. Like I don't understand anything. Like I will, for example, like we just finished like I just took like a pop quiz recently. Well, it wasn't really a pop quiz because they told us about it the day before, but it was like a small quiz, and it was about like writing trig functions for the trig graph, the wave, and I I knew everything. Like I knew what to do. I was doing it and I was confident in everything. I was like, this is perfectly fine. Like I got this. I understand everything. I'm doing all this correctly. And I looked at my scale. You know what I'm saying? I looked at my scale, like on the graph, the scale on like how much it's scaled out, and I was like, is that right? And I was looking at my teacher, and she was because like I was nervous about it because if I failed this checkpoint, this was called a checkpoint. If I failed this checkpoint, I'm screwed. Like I'm gonna have a really low B, and it's gonna be really hard to get myself up back to an A by the end of the quarter. And I'm really scared. So I was like, is this normal? And she was like, you know, not trying to give the full answer, but you know, it was meant like yes, it was normal. And so I erased I was scared, too scared, and I didn't couldn't really tell that if she was saying it was right or wrong. So I just erased it and then I put a new scale on it. But then because of that, I thought that I changed the wave within itself because there was a phase shift. With the phase shift is when it's the wave is. I don't want to explain math in a video, but the phase shift is when it's the wave is being moved like on the x-axis, like the whole wave. It's literally a shift. Um, kind of like a translation, but and it went like, and it's supposed to be a phase shift right pi, but it I I thought because when you change a scale, it's supposed to be on another side, like another part. So I thought I already did it. I thought I changed the graph to coincide with the new scale, but I didn't, and it messed up my whole thing. And I feel really stupid about that. And like other cases, like if I like let's say like you know to know which way you're going, like if I'm looking at like x minus like for example like x minus like x let's say x minus pi to pi over 2, like that's a phase shift x minus pi over 2. um that means it's going right pi over 2, but I will see the minus and I will think going left, like okay, like I will know it's supposed to go right, but then I will write it left, that it's going left, because I'll look at it again, but I won't have that same thought again. I will just look at the negative again. It's so weird, and I feel stupid. I actually feel dumb, and I feel like, okay, so me, I want to go into engineering. I really do. I'm on the robotics team in my school. I will the season's over, but for FRC, I have spent so much time and energy and mental like I have dealt with so much mental stress because of this, but the sacrifice is worth it because I love it so much. I love it. I literally lived for it. When during the season, I literally would stay after school for 4 hours, and then come home and just sleep. Wake up, go to school, like come home, short nap, go to robotics, and come home, sleep. Like it, I would try any time I had with to do homework and study and stuff like that. But like and it just I truly loved it. I didn't want to let down my team, and I really enjoyed like going to the classroom, you know, like you know coding everything that we needed coding the new project that we're doing for the robot, you know what I'm saying, like solving the math problems that we had to do. You know, there was a lot of physics involved. There's a lot of you know a lot of math, like you know equations that we had to do for like you know how many spins, like the how many spins the motor had to do to turn this arm a certain way, you know what I'm saying. And it was just it was fun. It was just plain out fun, and I literally live for it. Like it's really fun, and I love tweaking with Arduinos and Raspberry Pis. I'm currently working on some own like I'm making a web server in Rust right now to learn Rust. Like I literally live for it. Like this is exactly what I want to do. Like I spend so much time in this. Like I would say my favorite class is physics. Like that it is my favorite class, and I literally love it. And that comes on to the next part, which I'm trying to say is that recently I signed up for pre-calculus, honors pre-calculus over the summer. And because I signed up for honors pre-calculus, the reason why I wanted to do that was so I get the pre-calculus credit, and then sophomore year I take AP Calc. I know this sounds crazy. Like this actually sounds insane, and it's like, oh, you're stressing yourself too much. I don't really care because I love math. That's the thing. I also love math because I love engineering and I love math. I think they're both really cool things, and I think I think that's so it's I think everyone should love it. I don't know why everyone hates it because I feel like they don't look at it the correct way. I think everyone should see how the greats, our great, the founding fathers of science have seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, truly everything is math, and that's how I see it, and that's why I love math. I don't care like bad or good at it. I just love math, and it's and so I don't mind taking AP Calc BC, rushing through pre-calculus, trying to learn as much as I can, and then taking AP Calc BC because I want to learn calculus. I want to go far, but so I take AP Calc BC in sophomore year so I can take AP Physics C because I really want to take AP Physics C next year because I'm on honors physics right now, and I don't want to take AP Physics 1 because it's the same exact class. My teacher was like, it's kind of pointless. He was saying he was telling me, he was also like, you're the perfect candidate for AP Physics 2. He was like, you're the perfect candidate. And and then I'm just like, yeah, like I definitely want to take AP Physics 2. I looked at the curriculum. It was all about like quantum theory and optics, and I love that stuff. I love particle physics and waves and everything. I love that stuff. That's actually probably my favorite part of physics. Mechanics, they're cool, but like particles are cool. Okay, it's this tiny little stuff, and you can make math equations that can tell you where this particle is gonna be at a certain time. Like that, like come on, but but he was saying there's not many like no not many people get on the registration form. He gets like almost to 20, but like it'll be like 18 or like 17, and I'm just like, okay, well then he's like, yeah, so I just can't teach it, so we don't never have the class. But he was saying, but you can take pre-calc over the summer, take AP Calc next year because you kind of need to know calculus based to know AP Physics because they do derivatives and like integrals and stuff like that. It's a process. Like you derive, for example, like you always have to derive like with the mechanics part, you have to derive like the potential energy and the momentum and stuff like that. You need to know this stuff to do that. I don't really know. I mean, I've tried to self teach myself, but like I feel like if I took AP Calc during it, it would be much more coincide with each other. But so because of that, yeah. So what was I? Oh yeah. So that's the reason why I wanted to take pre-calculus over the summer. But the issue is that I don't know if I'm good at math or I'm just bad at taking tests. That's honestly it. I don't know if I'm bad at math or I'm not good at taking tests. Because like I said, like I know I'll do all the work. I understand it. I'm good on the homework, but then the test, no, I'm bad at the test. The test is horrible. Like it's not even like the test format. In my school, the test format, it's not that different to the homework. It's actually, if anything, it is the same. Every question we get on the homework is the same on the test. It's just like different numerical values and different like scenarios and stuff like that, and maybe some more thinking questions where you have to think more. But it's the same exact thing. But then I just forget everything during the tests, And I this is a lot to share. Like this is a lot to share on like online. But I am someone I diagnosed with anxiety by like a doctor. But it's kind of stupid to say because like I'm really young, and I have more to live, and I can definitely can get better, and I think it is getting better. I really do. I do think it's getting better, and I don't use it as an excuse for everything. But this is real. Test anxiety is real. I'm telling this right now. Test anxiety is real. Okay? You go on the test, you do the homework correctly, everything, no questions asked. Tim, do you have any questions? Everything? You're sure you're perfectly fine? Yes, I understood the homework perfectly. I got all the answers correct. I get it. This is because of this and this and this. I'm perfectly fine. All right, here's your test. I do the test, looking at it. What the fuck what am I looking at? I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like I forget everything, and I don't look at it correctly. I just don't, because my brain is going like 13,000 meters per second. I'm just like zipping through here. Like I don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in a fever dream. I don't see it correctly. And it just makes me sad because I look at my grade and then I'm just like, am I gonna actually be an engineer? Like, am I actually gonna be an engineer? Like from what I heard, they tell me, they're like, Tim, you're gonna be an engineer. You're not that good at math. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I know, but like, I love it. And it's like it's kind of impossible because it's like because like I have big ambitions. I do have big ambitions for someone who's I recognize that for someone who's in ninth grade. I do have big ambitions for what I want to do. I have a lot of I have a lot of dreams and goals. I want to say dreams. I want to say goals that I want to achieve. You know, I have a list behind the screen door, but basically it has all like my stuff planned out. You know, like what schools I might want to get into. You know, what I'm saying what programming languages I want to learn. You know, what I'm saying like what type of internships I want to do by what certain time. You know, and I think I'm doing pretty well on that. You know, like what instruments I want to learn, all that stuff. What I love. You know, it's like you know like recently I picked up the guitar. You know, it's behind here again. You know, I'm trying my best to really better myself and trying to get up to my goals in like in an orderly way. But this voice kind of or idea in the back of my head that you can't do this. You can't do this because you're not good at this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be an engineer. You can't build a quantum computer because you're not good at math. You don't understand. You know you don't understand this concept because you're not good at math. You just can't see it. Like I like and it really boggles my mind because of this, and I really hate it, and it's not a really fun thing to think about. It really sucks because you go to school in this engineering program. Everyone says, "Oh, like Tim, this and that," and you're like this. You're like like help me with my physics homework. Like you're really good at physics. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty good at. I will say I don't want to be arrogant, but I am decent at physics. I am definitely way better at physics than math because mostly because I understand more of the concepts rather than the math. The math is not that bad. It's just simple algebra one, but because the test is more based on less than math, more how you understand the concept, like an electrical field, like you know where the field lines start, you know what I'm saying, or if you like, you know, energy, like will the net force be zero or will it be going to the left or something? I don't know, stuff like that. You need to know that stuff, and I'm pretty decent at that because I like that, and I study that. I study math in my free time and stuff, you know, like, but I'm just going all over the place because I don't know what I've never really done this before, but I guess that's what I kind of want to try to say, and I really want to try my best, and I really want to try to get an A this quarter. Also because I want to keep my cumulative GPA up. Right now I'm at a 4.89 for high school, and it's good, but if it gets lower, I'm gonna be upset because like I need to keep it higher up because I want to try to get into really good colleges like dream schools, Carnegie Mellon. MIT, dude, I'm not getting into MIT, but I really would. I love to apply it to there and really see if I can get in, because I love those schools, and I really, it's not for the name, it's for the, it's really I do want to do it for the connections. I want to do it because I want to research there. It's not I just want to go because oh look I went to MIT, I went to Carnegie Mellon. No, I want to go there because I want to actually research there, because I want to actually do good things there, use their resources that they have, use the people there. You know, saying work together and make the world better with engineering. And that's honestly really my end goal. I don't before I really was like, oh yeah, I'll just, I like coding, I'll just get a normal software engineering job, it's easy, six figures, live my life peacefully, like have a family, settle down. Like, no, I want to actually I really want to do something. I really want to, I know I'm really thinking very ahead, but like I really, I know I want to do something, just want to do something that can help the greater, good of humanity, really. I really want to try to do something, and yeah, and it it is a dream. That's not a goal, it's more of a dream. I would think of that as a dream. My goals is that, all the stuff I said that's on that paper back there, but my dream is to do something good for the greater good of humanity. And I like I said, I know it's so dumb that I'm saying that it's like, oh, it's you don't you're getting upset about this just because you have an 80 something 84.40.8 in algebra honors algebra 2, like it's pussy shit, like why are you crying with it? But it's like, yeah, I really am, and that is how it is. And I do think I need to chillax about it. I have like a month and a half left in the quarter. I definitely have more than enough time to get the grade up, but it's like, what if I don't? What if the same stuff happens where I don't do good on the tests and I just keep going down and down and down? And it's those thoughts where it's like, oh, you're gonna end with a 60, bro. It's like I don't know, something like that. Even though I probably won't. I know I won't end with 60. I won't let it get there. But it's definitely a C is possible, and it's like, so, and like at the same time, like, and though there are those people in my life where they do tell me that they believe in me, and it really helps because, like, for example, my physics teacher, he knows I'm not that proficient in math. He knows I'm not the best at doing math and physics when we have to like get a specific formula. Let's say it's like an electrical field, like find the force of an electrical field. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, like, you found that, you need to now you need to, well, no, let me scratch that. Let's say they give us certain stuff and we need to find the specific point charge of something, the specific magnitude of the point charge, um, because the electrical field strength has changed, like it's got lower, decreased. I mean, you could do that with the simple, like, the simple inverse square law, but um, you kind of, but also I'm trying to think, like, you also, but like he also, and the like thing, like, let's ask you to get a formula for that. It's simple algebra one. I'm I can do it. I'm definitely not bad at it. I can do a simple algebra one, but like if it's on a test, mm-mm, nope. Nope, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm putting the R squared up there and I'm putting the Q down here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so it's like yeah, it boggles my mind. So, but my physics teacher was the one who told me. He said, I can think you can do it. And when he told me, he was like, I think you can take AP Calc next year and AP Physics C next year. I think you can do it, and I think you're definitely possible for you to do it. And he didn't even say like it's going to be a challenge. He literally said, no, you can do it. He's like, no doubt, no hesitation, and with a smile on his face, and that really, like, my heart, like, it really. He's a very good man, by the way. He's a very good man, but that really made me, that really made me happy. And I guess it's like stuff like that, those small little pointers in life, those small little, you know, how should I say this? Those small little like pieces of motivation and just, encouragement and just like, I guess you could say fulfillment, like in what you're trying to do, is really helpful, and it really pushes you, because like I came home with a big smile on my face. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna do pre-calculus over the summer, and I'm gonna take AP Calc, and it's like, and then I'm gonna take AP Physics. And she's like, whoa, and she's like, you know what? It's like, Tim, if you do, you think you can do it? I believe in you, and I think you can do it, and I'll be so happy. My dad, he used to be a physicist, and he was more than happy to hear that. He was like, good job, son. Like, good job, like, you know. So it's like, and they don't have those high, they have pretty high immigrant parent expectations, all A's, all that stuff, everything, all A's, do these clubs, do all this stuff, be active and stuff. But like, I'm way going way past their standards for me, and they're really happy to see that. And I do have people that could support, and so it's weird that I'm thinking it's better if I speak to a camera and put it online, but I think it's good for me. And like I said, like before, like if I look back on this, I'm really gonna, in the future, if I possibly am an engineer and I'm doing good things and I'm researching and I'm getting my PhD in like in quantum computing, for my thesis in quantum computing, which I really love. I do love quantum computing, and I do want to do. I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna really be able to measure how far I've gone, to see how far I've gone, so I know that right where I'm at a good spot right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I want to do it, and that's just, I really just spit it out what's on my mind. It's been 24 minutes. I'm out of breath. I need to start studying soon. It's 8:50. I need to go to bed early. Like, I need to start studying. But yeah, that's all I gotta really say for now. That's part of my channel diary. But yeah, that's really it.